This video isn't sponsored by me. I'm currently live streaming a lot more over on Twitch, and we're playing many different games including Kingdom Come Deliverance and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Link in the description below. Hiya sexy biscuits and welcome back into Kingdom Come Deliverance. So for the longest time now we have been waiting for more information on an upcoming Kingdom Come sequel. And at this point all we can really do is speculate. But over this last couple of years, we've had a few small breadcrumbs, and today is a pretty big lead. So I want to give a massive shout out to Frasolus. They emailed me with this information, and I've done a little bit of my own digging and I've come up with about 5 or 6 different tabs of information. I'm putting that 64 gigabytes of RAM to use. Now I want to make it very clear, there are going to be spoilers in this video. If you've not completed Kingdom Come Deliverance yet, go and complete the game and then come back to this video. But with that all out of the way, let's begin. Good evening, Roxy. Daniel Vavra posted this on Instagram. And here we have a picture posted by Daniel Vavra, who's like the head honcho over at Warhorse Studios. Now, as you know, I'm going to get this name incredibly wrong. Hans Roháč of Dubé. Was that right? That was close, right? Dubé. And it has the hashtag Sion. Now what could this possibly mean? Well, if we look closer at the picture itself, there's a carving of a man looking out over yonder. This is Hans Roháč, and this sends us down an incredible rabbit hole. So let's take a look at Jan Roháč himself. Jan Roháč died on the 9th of September 1437 in Prague. He was a Bohemian Hussite general who originated from the Bohemian gentry. He retreated with his last remaining disciples to his small castle of Sion in what is now the Czech Republic, and Roháč was hanged on Emperor Sigismund's orders 3 days later in Prague. So already there are some connections here to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Of course, all of this history connects. So another thing that Frasolus said was to check out the history of the Sion castle. It is related. And that's what I did. Now, there's not much information about this castle, but we do have Sion is a small castle ruin in the Czech Republic near Kuttenburg. It was founded between 1426 and 1427 by Hussite Jan Roháč of Dubé. After a successful 4-month siege, the castle was conquered and burned by Emperor Sigismund's allies in 1437. Now, timeline-wise, this doesn't really fit with Kingdom Come Deliverance, unless they were to condense the timeline a little bit. But Kuttenburg is quite interesting. We have heard about Kuttenburg before, because yes, that is Kuttenburg from Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, Kuttenburg is never seen in Kingdom Come Deliverance, but we do hear about it multiple times. There's a pretty pivotal scene near the end of the game where Jobst ends up sending one of his men to be his eyes and ears in Kuttenburg. So could we possibly venture there? But you may be wondering what the connection is between Hans Roháč and Kingdom Come Deliverance. Well, Jan Roháč is part of the House of Lipa, and you may recognize that because Sir Hanush is also of Lipa. Now, during the course of Kingdom Come Deliverance, he is the Lord of Ratai. He is based on the real-life character of Hannes of Lipa, and his coat of arms are 2 cross branches on a golden field. Now, at the end of Kingdom Come Deliverance, you are tasked with going to Trotsky Castle with Hans Capon. Now, they leave from Ratai at the end of the game. According to Google Maps, it would only take 19 hours to walk there non-stop. But Hanush does say it would take around 3 days, and that kind of makes sense if they're going to be stopping and taking breaks. But let's see how far Kuttenburg is from Trotsky Castle. So it's 76 kilometers away, but it's also extremely close to Ratai. So if I was to do this, as you can see, it would only take 6 hours to walk there. It's not very far away at all. It's only 29 kilometers away. So it's very likely that we'll be able to head to Kuttenburg. I want to find out how far away Sion Castle is from Ratai. Oh, wow. It's only 23 kilometers away. Not that far away at all. And that is going from the exact coordinates that it lists on the Wikipedia page for Sion Castle. As you can see, Kuttenburg is up here. So we have Kuttenburg here, or Kuttenburg, and then you will have Sion Castle here. Now, unfortunately, obviously, with this timeline, it doesn't really make much sense. But I have a feeling that Jan Roháč is going to play a part in at least one of the Kingdom Come Deliverance sequels. Wow, okay, I'm actually kind of interested by this. This has kind of blown my mind a little bit. And the fact that Daniel Vavra was there is kind of telling, really, and the fact he even puts the hashtag of Sion. What I'm assuming is happening here is that they're going out and taking photos of different locations like they would have at the start of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Personally, I believe that the game is already fully under development, and that's the game that they announced that they were working on, a secret project, and this is it. But it doesn't hurt to go out to these locations and get a real feel for them in person. I'm not sure if there are any instances of them meddling with time, I suppose, in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Of course, when you're creating something like this, you want to keep it as time accurate as possible, but molding certain situations towards your favour isn't a bad thing, I don't think, especially in fiction. Anyway, what do you think? What have we even found out here today? We found out a completely new character we hadn't heard about, who was a real person. You got to remember, I don't know anything about Bohemian history or the Czech Republic as a whole, to be honest. I don't really know a lot of information about this. I'm learning all of this while looking through these Wikipedia pages and articles and everything else that you guys have been sending me over these last couple of years. And I want to thank you for doing this and sending me this stuff, because I find it really, really fascinating. And even if this isn't the course that Kingdom Come goes, we've learned something, and that's positive. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, but until next time, that's me, out. Bye, guys.
What's up?